What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So, a lot has happened. It's been a minute since I recorded a video, but this is going to be an update, basically, of what I've been doing. So, I have recorded that. The recording? It is. Okay. So, there are a couple things that has happened. One, I've gotten a lot more NFTs. I've sold quite a few NFTs as well. I've sold like basically all of my elephants. I'm not sure if that was the last video I had or not. It's been so long since I made a video. But I sold basically all my elephants. I sold a few of my Dizzy Dragons. I think I only have 3 or 4 of them left. Um, I sold some crypto simps, I think they're called. And something that I'm excited about is that Bitsky released these sweet future college NFTs, and I was able to get quite a few. I actually kind of got more than I really was planning to. Um, this was over the course of 2 weeks, and yeah, I just want to share that. I just want to share this with, basically, just reveal my NFT collection, how it sits right now. So I'll show you my Bitsky wallet, and I'll also show you my OpenSea wallet. Just kind of give you an update of what I have. And since I'm doing this, I'm going to show you the projects that I'm really excited for right now. So this is my OpenSea wallet, and I have a couple of these Candy Digital ones. The majority of these are in my Bitsky wallet. I just transferred these over because I was thinking I was going to sell them, but I decided not to. Let's see. I bought this art piece. I just like the art. I did think I was going to be able to resell it pretty quickly based on his past purchases. I saw that he had, we can go to it. I saw that he had this artist. He's actually an African artist, I believe, and he does African art. And I thought it was really dope. Like, it looks dope as hell to me. I saw him on Twitter. Didn't know much about him. I just kind of checked out his collection, and I was seeing what they were selling for. Like I think I saw this one in particular, if I'm not mistaken, and I saw that it was selling. It last sold for 1.5, and maybe even this one as well. I'm not sure. Let me see. No, so yeah, it must have been the 1.5 one that I saw. I was like, oh whoa, this guy, he has traction. So I wanted to buy it, and I like the art. We'll see what goes to it, because something else that I'm learning is that I am a lot better at holding, and well, I'm not skilled at flipping yet. That's something that I do want to get more skilled at, and I think there's a lot that goes into it. I still have to find my way with that, because as of right now, I'm not as good as I would like to be. Since we're speaking of flipping, there was one purchase. I made this purchase of chill frogs, in hopes of flipping it. I bought it for 0.49. At the time that I bought it, Crazy Frog chill frogs were selling crazy. I'm talking like every 2 minutes there was a sale, if not less than that. Like, the volume that they have, 467 ETH, and I think this came out less than like 3 weeks ago. Let me see. Yeah, this came out 21 days ago, which is 3 weeks, and to have that amount of volume is just crazy. So I saw that it was going really good in the rankings. Like, it was like a top 100 project, and it was just the gains were just like exponential. It was like plus 1,000+%. So I said, yeah, let me try to hop on, and so I bought that one. But as you can see, it is going back down. I think it got as high as point 0.08 ETH, and right now I think it's back down to 0.05, which is around the time that I got in. So we'll see what happens with that. If nothing happens to it, it is what it is. I kind of just wanted to use it as an experiment because I've never done it that way before, but I saw that was a strategy that some people use, so I wanted to use it as opposed to minting and hoping. I wanted to buy a project that was already established and already doing some traction, just try to ride that wave. And you know, sometimes the waves don't work out, apparently. So that was my first experiment with that. I probably will experiment some more, just have to get some more ETH. Right now the ETH balance is not the greatest. So yeah, let's get to the projects that I am excited about. One in particular that I'm I'm watching very closely, just the charts and everything, is this one right here. Visitors of I'm a Deegan, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't know how you pronounce it. I see so many people writing this thing, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Deegan. Might be Deegan. I don't know. But the thing I'm excited about, I bought this a while back. Bought this like a month ago, which is a lifetime in NFTs. I'm learning. A month is really not that long, but in NFTs it's pretty long. And right now the floor price is 0.2, which means it's doubled from more than doubled from when I originally purchased it, because I bought it at 0.09. But the thing that I'm really interested about is the chart. If you check out this chart, you can see like the line is increasing, and based on a lot of the research that I've been doing and listening to the people who've been in this longer than I have, it seems that that's a really good sign of a project is whenever, I mean, it makes sense, whenever it ebbs and flows, but it's consistently going up over time. So I could sell it right now, but like I said, I'm not as good at the quick flips as I am to holding. So I'm actually gonna hold this one. I'm gonna see what comes of it, and I'm really curious to see where this goes, and I'm gonna check back in probably like a month or two just to see how it goes. But that's something I'm really excited about. And of course, I have the really big V-Friends ones. Curio cards is going down. I'm curious to see what comes up with curio cards, because I do kind of wish, now that I have a good understanding of how these markets work, it ebbs and flows. Next time there's a curio card boom, I think I may sell it, even though I think it's going to be worth a lot of money. I think I may sell it when it's, just try to time it. Granted, you can't really time the market, but I'm going to try to sell it and hopefully get enough ETH to where when it goes back down, I can buy two. So kind of like get the 2 for 1 whenever the price, because like last time I checked this, last time at its high, this curio card was selling for 2.38 ETH, and now it's selling for 1 ETH. So I could have got 2 and still had 0.38 left over. So I think I'm gonna experiment with that. I was gonna try to experiment. I was thinking about experimenting that with the V-Friends, but it's too risky for me. And I had to be honest with myself. I don't want the risk of buying in or selling, because right now V-Friends ebbs and flows, but right now the floor price for V-Friends is 7.99, and I don't want to put myself in a position where I can't get back in, so I would rather do that experiment on something a lot less, that I care a lot less about, which is curio cards, which again I still think is going to be fantastic. But yeah, just to see how it works, because if I do end up doing pretty good with curio cards and being able to split them and get more than one, then I can really start to have fun. But I'm limited with the amount of capital that I have. So that's the and 7.99 ETH, just to give you guys a range of what that is. That's 58,000 right now, so this one is turning out to be a great investment, just because I think I spent 1,400 on it to get it, because I bought it at like 0.52 or something like that. So that one has been a really great investment. I sometimes kick myself because I could have got 2 of those, but I decided not to, And then when I think it was like 3 days later, I came to my senses and I was like, yo, I probably should get another one. So I tried to get another core, but the cores were sold out. So I was like, okay, fuck. I have to get some more capital. So I ended up getting enough to get the next step, which I forget what it was. Maybe it's a rare or something like that. Then those sold out. Then I was like, okay, shit, I need to get a very rare. Those were sold out. And then I was just priced out. So won't be making that mistake again. Hopefully not. But I just want to show you guys my Bitski wallet. Just to kind of show you guys where I'm at with Bitski, because I got, like I said, I got a lot more NFTs. These are all new. These are the Sweet Futures. The plan going into this is to get one of each player. That's my plan. I don't know much about these players. I do try to get a good gauge in the Discord, and I try to ask my friends who watch more college football than I do. I don't watch as much college football as I used to, but I have friends that are like diehard fans, and someone that they were really excited about was Chris Olave, who's a receiver from Ohio State. So I ended up getting his rare, and I'm really excited about the rares because they sell out in like minutes. Granted, the secondary market is not doing great for those, but I do know that it's 1 of 100 is always, well, typically, I won't say always, because if there's no market, there's no market. But you can kind of play a lot more with 1 of 100 than 1 of 19 numbers. More than 1,920, you know, because if, let's say like you want the floor to rise, but there's 919 other individuals that you have to want the same thing as you, and not just trying to get the quick profit, or the floor won't rise. And you know, obviously 99 people doing that is a lot easier to navigate as opposed to 1919. So here goes my Bitski collection. I got a Mika Pittman, who I believe he plays for Oregon. Chris Olave, got his core, and I got his rare. I got Nolan Smith. I got a fuck ton of DJ. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. Ukulele. I think that's how you spell that. Not ukulele, but ukulele. Maybe. Plays for Clemson. He's a quarterback for Clemson. He's supposed to be really, really good. I also got some JT Daniels. I went really, really hard on this one, on the DJs, just because I was like, okay, let me just keep buying them. And so I kind of went away from my strategy just because I saw the demand was there. But now the demand is kind of dried up, and I didn't even get to flip it because I didn't see the flipping. The flipping wasn't as high as I thought it was going to be. But I took that as a lesson that, hey, I can kind of get too far off game plan, because I ended up spending way more than I was planning to, because I literally was only going to get like 3 of each. I think I ended up getting 9 of his, 9 or 10 of his. But I'm excited to see where it goes. And also the reason why there's going to be 21 players that get released. I'm going to get at least 1 of each player, because if you collect all 21, you get another NFT for free. So that's going to be really exciting. And I got some US Open collectibles. A funny story. The US Open released these NFTs, and they also had 1 of 20s of like great players. Like Venus Williams is the one that I wanted, and they were doing it auction style, which means like they had a set date, and then they ended up, what was it? I forget what it was, like 1 of 20. So there was 20 different times that you could auction and try to get this player, and we can actually check it out. Go to US Open. Nope. US Open. So I remember I was making a bid. I was trying to wait till like the last moment, but I was like, oh man, these are still selling for like 200, because I thought it was gonna be like 1,000 each at least for Venus, but it turns out that it wasn't. So we could see it's probably just gonna be a bunch of these US Opens. I don't really want to see that. We can actually see if anything's sold. So Yeah, someone sold that for that. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, so these are the listings. Okay. So as you can see, they have, you know, Billy. Sales. These are the players. They have Billie Jean King, Jill King, Venus Williams, Stan Smith, who I have no idea who that is. The only person that I knew was Venus Williams because of Venus and Serena, and I tried to get in, but I set my price because I learned from the DJ one, the DJ ukulele one, that if I don't have a price range that I try to stick to, then I can kind of go off my game plan, and then I might overstretch myself, and then like it becomes a big problem because it's no longer like investing. It's really more like, oh, I need this to work or I'm gonna be shit out of luck. So my price range was 300 and it got well over 300. So yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys that update. And yeah, and I think I already shared that I ended up getting 3 sets of the Natasha. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm so bad with names right now. But I ended up getting 3 sets of the letters, so 3 complete sets, because I'm thinking of it kind of like curio cards. If you have the set, it's a lot more valuable than just having the one particular letter. But we have noticed that Y, I believe, was the least. No, so it's S. It looks like S is the least minted number. And I have 3 of each. Really 2, but I can't really go into why I can't touch that other set. I don't want to because it's a surprise. So yeah, just wanted to update you guys on where I'm at in my journey. And you know, so just to summarize where everything is, I'm playing around with flipping, experimenting with that because minting has not gone great for me. So I'm kind of adjusting to that, seeing how, okay, well, minting is not great for me. And now I'm playing around with flipping, and I'm also playing around with holding. So we'll see where it goes. My current ETH balance is like 0.05, which is like $200 or a little less than that. And I'm kind of, I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'm just playing around with it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Something that this is teaching me, just because I always like to end on a lesson, I guess, is that patience is key. Because there was one point where I had a lot. I think I had like 0.2 ETH just off of like selling the stuff that I had, right? And I remember me just wanting to use it. Like I was like refraining from buying stuff, but I also wanted to use it for whatever reason, but rather than waiting for a good project, because I didn't see any great projects, but I just wanted to use it to kind of try to, what's the word, speed up, you know, my potential gains, and rather than holding it and waiting for a good project to arrive, you know. So something that I've been learning through this NFT journey is that patience is something that I have to build and develop in myself, because there are certain times where I don't have it. You know, me just sitting idle, it feels like I'm sitting idle and I'm not investing, and I could be doing something with the ETH, because I'm seeing so many other people do that, and you know, that's a dangerous place to be. I'm finding. So that's been one of my biggest lessons, is just patience, and that's why I'm also experimenting with holding, because I see the trend looks good, and rather than getting out now when I could take the short-term profits, let's see where it goes. So that's my story. See you guys next episode.